Today, everyone, we're going to be talking about 6 sad U.S. plane crashes. In 1978, PSA Flight 182 was attempting to land in San Diego, but shortly into its landing, it hit a Cessna mid-flight. The 727 and the Cessna both plummeted into a San Diego neighborhood, killing 144 people in total. That also includes 7 people on the ground. Everybody in both planes are dead. And that is the deadliest mid-air collision in U.S. history. Now we're going to be talking about Northwest Airlines Flight 255. Northwest Flight 255 was heading for Phoenix, Arizona from Michigan with 155 people on board. But unknown to the pilots, they have forgotten to extend their flaps for takeoff. They take off, they strike a light pole 50 feet from the ground, and then slide along a highway and then crash into a bridge, killing 156 people. Two people in their cars were killed, and there was only one survivor. A 4-year-old girl who was found alive in the wreckage and does survive after being released from the hospital. Sadly, 156 people are dead. A year later, it happens again. This time, Delta Flight 1141 crashes into a field shortly after taking off from DFW in Texas in 1998. Sadly, 14 people are dead. Now we're going to be talking about the top 3 deadliest air disasters in U.S. history. First is American Airlines Flight 191. American Airlines Flight 191 was taking off from O'Hare International Airport on May 25th, 1979. The DC-10 loses its left engine shortly into the takeoff, and also cutting some of the hydraulic lines. Then the DC-10 turns sharply to the right. The pilots can't recover from their right bank, and then sadly crash into a hangar, killing all 271 people on board. Sadly, 2 people on the ground are also killed. That makes 273 people are dead. That is the deadliest U.S. disaster in U.S. history. The second deadliest is when American Airlines Flight 587 crashes into Queens, New York, shortly after leaving JFK. That Airbus A300 lost its tail section, the horizontal stabilizer, and the rudder when the pilot overreacts to weight turbulence. Sadly, all 260 people on board are dead when it hits the neighborhood. Also, 5 people on the ground are also dead. That is the second deadliest U.S. plane crash in U.S. history. The third deadliest is when TWA Flight 800 explodes over the Atlantic shortly after leaving JFK. Sadly, all 230 people on board are dead, and that was on July 17th, 1996, when the center fuel tank overheated due to the air conditioning that was working really hard to keep the airplane cool. Sadly, that killed 230 people on board, and the investigation afterwards took an extra 4 years to solve. And now we're going to talk about the sad story of ValueJet Flight 592. ValueJet Flight 592 was heading for Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, which is the busiest airport in the United States. The DC-9 was taking off from Miami. But shortly after takeoff from Miami, on May the 11th, 1996, the DC-9 bursts into flames. The cabin is somewhat engulfed in flames, and along with the cargo bay. Sadly, the pilots don't make it back to Miami. The DC-9 plunges into the Everglades, killing all 110 people on board. 105 passengers, 5 crew. And that was due to fire. And somehow, I don't think you can load 144 oxygen tanks onto a DC-9. I don't think that works. And so, I don't know how they did that, but they somehow loaded 144 of those onto a DC-9. I don't know how. And yeah, that's going to be all for today. And yeah, bye. If you enjoyed, please subscribe. And yeah, bye.